This is the download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news in the business of podcasting. I'm Gavin Gaddis. Here's what you need to know for today, Tuesday, March 18th. First up, Brian Wieser revises ad forecast downward as U.S. ad market grows wary. Analyst and principal at Madison & Wall, Brian Wieser, has published a new forecast for U.S. ad spend, predicting non-political ad spend growth will be 3.6% this year, a decrease from the rosier 4.5% prediction several months ago. Ad tech firm PadSquad CEO Dan Heehen told Digiday he anticipates successful brands will both pull back on ad spend and adapt towards safer bets, namely proven strategies in digital media over traditional media buys like TV, which, if true, puts podcasting in a position of needing to reaffirm with brands, new and old, that this industry is a proven safe bet for advertising dollars. Because it is. Anyway, up next, Perplexity's podcast ads leave no escape from AI by Vlad Savov. This is coverage of Savov's reaction to a new integrated sponsorship on The Right Time with Bomani Jones, in which Perplexity sponsored an episode. During said episode, Jones asked the AI-powered search bot sports questions. One thing in particular that this segment demonstrates is it's part of a larger push by Perplexity to show off its capabilities in sponsored podcast episodes, as the segment in question is incredibly similar to a Perplexly sponsored segment in The Ben Shapiro Show, just with sports swapped out for politics for the questions posed to the AI. And it shows an evolution of brand integration in podcasting, as in both cases the product was a centerpiece of a branded content segment instead of a traditional ad read. And for our final top story, ABC News pivots podcast slate to focus on true crime, 2020 shows in the works. This exclusive from Variety shows ABC News is pivoting their audio strategy to focus on true crime, with new productions including 2020, The After Show, which will act as a companion podcast for the long-running investigative TV series. In addition, a rotating narrative series based on real true crime events is kicking off with Bad Rap, The Case Against Diddy. This podcast slate announcement comes on the heels of NBC and CBS taking similar tacks with their long-running true crime series, Dateline and 48 Hours respectively, further demonstrating traditional media is seeing the benefits of podcasting, both in its capabilities to boost existing material such as recap shows and rebroadcasting old content, as well as net new content that can feed back into the TV ecosystem. As for the rest of the news, YouTube is parting the curtain with a free webinar next Wednesday, March 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This will feature Jenny Huang, Senior Product Manager at Discovery, and Emma Sweet, Global Product Activation Manager podcasts. The two will discuss the YouTube algorithm and share key discovery signals that'll benefit video podcast performance. Odyssey has announced several executive changes, including appointing interim president and CEO Kelly Turner formally to president and CEO. In addition, Chris Oliviero is now Chief Business Officer, and Bob Phillips has been appointed to CRO. Ali2 has entered the visual world with a recent addition of video recording, allowing users to record with up to 12 remote guests, with the final product arranging camera feeds in a grid sized for YouTube. And SoundStack and Edison Research have partnered to launch a new service, Edison Download Metrics, offering precise podcast download analytics for publishers of all sizes. Be sure to check out the links to every article mentioned right in your podcast listening app or at soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to the newsletter version. The download is written and produced by Newton Shadokati, Brian Barletta, myself, and Tom Webster. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis. Download us again tomorrow.